Welcome to a video. Right now it is currently 2:18 in the morning on August 15th, Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope y'all will have a great day. Nothing much going on. Same old, same old. I am thinking of ways to do something new, but man, I am I am just not in it right now. I'm doing my best, but the best is not enough. So there's a lot of stuff I still got to figure out. But let's go through the list I made here. So it is Friday. I do want to talk about work. Something did happen. But before I talk about it, so I did do 3 trips. The first trip, because I got to the workplace at, I think it was at 12 o'clock or 12:30, and there was no delivery request until I think 3:30, like almost 4, around that time. So if you can imagine it, just sitting there waiting for a delivery, already making not a lot of money, it's very stressful. And when I got the first delivery, it was for $5. So I took it. It wasn't $5. It was less than $5. It was $4.55, and I don't do anything under $5, but I made it an exception because I waited so long for like almost like 3 hours and nothing. So I just decided to just take it, not to sit there, because when we're out or stressing out or in a negative state, just sitting idle is pretty bad. So I just decided just to take it and do something. And of course there was a waiting time after that. I saw a really far away order. I think it was 10 miles plus. I forgot how many miles, but it was more than 10 miles for $20. I took it. It wasn't too far, all the way up in, I think, West Puente. So that's quite far from the Bueno Park location where I'm at. Driving up there was like 40 to 50 minutes, probably a little bit more than that, because there was traffic. It was around, I think, probably 4 o'clock, because rush hour is, they say it's from 5 o'clock to 7. No, it's more like around 3 to 7. That's when it's like really packed, a lot of cars. And yeah, there was a lot of cars, so it took me a long time to get up there and then a long time to get back. That was $20. And I got another request. This time this was to Anaheim at Disneyland. Oh my gosh, from the location where I'm at to Disneyland, that's even further. But I took it. That thing was like, I think, 12 miles plus. I'm pretty sure it's more than 12 miles, and it took a long time to get there. But I took it when it was for, I think, $22. And I was like, okay, we'll just take it. So I took it, and I'm very grateful, because the fare was actually $6, and the rest was tip. So I think the tip was like for $15, so the total trip was $21. But the customer hooked it up, and I saw the total came out to like $27. So that was a lot of money. So we made more than $50. So I'm very grateful for that customer to hook it up. And yeah. Oh, I forgot to talk. There was an incident. We mentioned the incident. I actually got a dog bite. Whoa. So the second customer I went to, the one in West Puente, wow, they had like a small poodle, and that thing has a that little dog has a strong bite grip. The crazy part was the woman didn't do anything. She was probably even like laughing because she thought it was funny, but I was in serious pain when the dog, because it jumped out and it bit my knee and it gripped down and it actually punctured my skin, and I was bleeding. It wasn't like heavy bleeding. It was just a very light bleeding where I could just dab it off. So yeah, that little thing, it bit and it hurt, and my knee, it swole. It was swollen and it hurt. But I'm glad the son, he had a heart. He actually did everything he could to get the dog away, because the mother, she just stood there like laughing, just like, oh, whatever kind of thing, man. So that was a terrible experience, but I'm glad because I was so down and out, because after that delivery I didn't want to do any more. I was like, okay, I made $20 plus $5, $25. I'll just call it a day. But something inside of me just like, you know what, yeah, you're in pain, yeah, you're down, oh, just try to discipline yourself and just grit it a little bit. Just go back to the spot and wait for the pain, just mind over matter it. And that's what I did. And of course, like an hour later, that's when I had the other delivery, where the one I drove all the way to Disneyland, which was cool. So yeah, we got the work out of the way. How many minutes in? We're in like 7 minutes. So let me switch back to the screen. So let's talk about the music. I did sign up, so I did subscribe. I forgot the S. And I want to talk about it a little bit. So it's an AI generating music. It's called a Suno, and I'm a little bit sad because I made some banger music, banger as in really great music. It's very it's very pleasing to hear, because when I was listening, I listened to it over and over. That's how good it was. But unfortunately, because I created those music, and I created like 5 tracks, and they were under the free, because I didn't pay I didn't pay the to get the subscription. So those musics that I made while I was in the free, I can't monetize that, and it belongs to Suno. So I had to subscribe. So when I subscribe already, when I start making the music, that's when it becomes mine, and then I could put it onto YouTube or in Spotify or other music and monetize it. So I'm very bummed out. I do want to share that for those that consider making the AI generated music on Suno. Is good to get the subscription. Of course, I would say try it out first, but when you try it out, just know that the music that you make while trying it out, you cannot use that. Even though when you pay to subscribe it, you can't use those music because they were created free. They don't belong to us anymore. So I just want to give the heads up, because I think the reason why I saw on the other websites where people were getting copyright strike is because they were using the free version, even though they upgrade to the paid. But since they made that music when it was free, that didn't count. So I do want to share that heads up to anyone that is considering to join the Suno app. It's pretty cool, but just don't use the free music when you're on the free one. Just make the free one, listen to it, enjoy it, but don't use it, because I gotta go back, I gotta delete all the ones I made for free and then start creating new ones. So I do want to share that. Wow, it's almost 10 minutes. So let's get back to the other one. So the vlog, no update. But I did buy I did buy a keyboard. And you're thinking, why did you buy a keyboard? Aren't you broke? Yes, I am very broke. Let me switch to the screen. And the reason why I got the keyboard is so I could start using the laptop. No, I could start using the tablet as my laptop. Because the Lenovo keyboard is Bluetooth and it won't work on the Samsung tablet. So I decided to get the Logitech keyboard so it could connect with my laptop and the tablet and it'll be unified. If I wanted to, I could also use it on the phone. So get it now and don't have to worry about it later. Because what happened was I had it, the video, the one I'm trying to learn from, I had it transcribed, but then there was too much information and I wanted to cut it down and to reword it so that I could understand it. And of course, using the keyboard on the tablet, it's not good. So I prefer using something that has where I could just put it down and just start typing. So that's why I got the keyboard. Man, already 11 minutes in. Alright, we're in the last one. Let me switch to the screen. So this one I put grit. I lost a subscriber and sad. Oh man, I mean, right now I'm not producing any really good content that has value. It's not either entertaining nor is it educational. It's just currently just sharing what's going on, and right now it's not much going on, and plus I'm in a grim state, not a happy state, but I'm pretty much disciplining myself to make the videos because I said I'm going to attempt to make the 20-minute videos every day. So far it's not the 20-minute video because of issues with the tooth and other things, trying to sleep early, and yeah, just a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'm sad. I was gonna switch to the screen, but there's nothing I could do. Just be positive, get all the things together, and man, I gotta figure out how the heck to get out of this gig economy, this Uber Eats thing. Honestly, I wouldn't mind, I guess, to do it as long as there's income going in, because I'm already dealing with terrible drivers. But to deal with terrible drivers and not making money, that is just destroying me, man. Anyways, I did subscribe to that Suno AI generated music at I think 12. I want to create music, but I can't. I gotta sleep. Maybe I'll create some beats in the morning, but we shall see. Anyways, yeah, I want to stop here. The grit. Gotta be disciplined. For those that are having trouble, there's something that you have to do. Try to do it and keep at it. The 1%. I have the DJI Action 4 with me. I kept thinking about vlogging. Kept thinking about, but what? Kept thinking to myself, what am I going to vlog about? What am I going to vlog about? I mean, I have the camera in my pants, in my pocket. But anyways, I'm dragging this video too long. Alright, that's all I have for this video. I want to say thank you to those that have watched the video all the way through. If you are new and enjoy the content or just want to join along the journey, please consider helping me out with a comment, a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. And if you don't know what to comment, you could do a picture of a broccoli or a vegetable or something like that, just to help me out with the algorithm. And for my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it, because even though I'm forcing myself to do the videos, it's actually a good feeling to know that there's support, and it doesn't feel hard as it is if there's no one supporting, because when there's nobody, it's rough. And I remember my old videos, man, I'm blabbing, okay. Anyways, I want to say thank you for the support. I really do appreciate it. Until the next video, the most high willing, and I hope I have better updates. Hallelujah and Sinji Dua.